Greetings, African family. This is Brother Dulani, and I'm reporting live from the Institute of Advanced Studies for Humanities at the University of West Indies. I'm here with the great prophet Kwaku, Nana Bonsu himself. And we're just coming from a conference, or meeting, gathering, whatever you want to call it. It was sponsored by the Research and Engagement Working Group here at the University of Edinburgh, looking at the report into the University of Edinburgh involvement in the enslavement and colonization of African people, and how they used the money from the enslavement and exploitation of our ancestors to build their universities, to pay for their faculties, and pay for their tuition. Now Scotland is looking into, not Scotland, but the university itself is looking into ways in how they can address their participation in this atrocity against our people. And we was brought here, we was invited here to give our recommendation. And Prophet and I gave them what we thought, they should do. Now, as we know, we came here and we experienced a few things. Prophet, you want to give them some of what you experienced when you come at this meeting, this conference?
Well, maha otep to your listeners and them thing there, and to all African people out there. We are grassroots activists. We don't get paid for the work that we do. We were invited here to participate in any resources that them have in terms of addressing the beneficiaries that they were of the enslavement of our ancestors. But one of the things that got me here was that this Palestinian thing was moving to try to dominate the conversation, and I had to just shut that down immediately, because from experience of our elders before us, there's many struggles that we've been involved in for what happened to us, and other people has jumped on the bandwagon and them run away and them get all kind of something, and we still there do the same thing. And that wasn't going to happen on our watch. You understand? Somebody have to kind of shut that down and say, well, this is not about that, this is about this. Them have them Palestinian march, and loads of our people, hundreds of our people go and support it. Don't have an issue with that, people want to do that. But when we were doing our annual African Emancipation Day reparations march for reparations and everything, we never see the Arab people, them never support we. You understand? And that's just the truth. And we know that Africans in Palestine has been there for hundreds of years. They still live there. They might get bombed. Nobody no show nothing about them. Them no business about them. So even in the transmission of journalistic work, them don't see our people. Just like when United Snakes and Britain them attack Iraq and all them place there. You know, so whole Iraqi live in a Basra. They're there for hundreds of years. Some of them ended up there as enslaved Africans because the Arabs enslaved us. And that's a story that a lot of Africans who are Muslims don't want to address. You understand me? But the reality is this: while we long before we were being captured and shipped out at the west, we were being captured and shipped out at the east. You understand? But we don't want to address those things. So our purpose here was to make sure that any recommendation of anything don't go with our watch. We try to represent our community to the best of our ability. It's not there for us to boost up ourselves or anything, but just to make sure anything them doing is got to involve grassroots people, not just these academics. You understand? So them can go get big PhD and all kind of D, and then run go make money off we suffering again, and all them sit there. And the grassroots people, them, the youth them in a school don't have no opportunities and all them thing there. So that we are dealing. Yeah, Maha Hotel.
I'ma just say that the brethren I do that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. For real. And Prophet, I must say I was a little bit surprised when I came here and hear the framing of the whole gathering. Mm-hmm. As if the whole issue of our enslavement and the university role in our enslavement was minimized.
Apart from the
initial report.
With the European historian.
The historian did, yes.
He gave a nice little
Yes.
kind of genealogy.
So that should have been the basis on which the meeting continue.
It should have
It just
continued.
diverted from the
Yeah.
as if what he said may have no consequences.
And what his research was quite good in that he tied the university by links with people that went to the university or people that sponsored the university who had concentration camps in the 1700s enslaving our people. It was very good research.
Yes.
I told him to continue.
And that should have been the basis after which the whole meeting, the whole conference continue. But it deviated into more broader anti-colonial issues and so forth, which we're not opposed to that. But there come a time when we have to deal with African people issue.
I don't want nobody feel say we are fighting on anybody else.
Exactly.
But this came about primarily because of the grassroots work that was done by grassroots activists there.
Yes.
You understand? With the March Committee, you know, the Stop the Manganese campaign, Ainasar, Galaxy Afiwe, you know what I mean? Esther Ose and others.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So and Kofi Klue and all them something there. These are the pressure groups that's been behind these academia, because what happened is that's how the inner cell come about to work with the academics and grassroots academics.
By the way, INASAR is the international network of scholars and activists. Matter of fact, this is an international network of activists and scholars for African reparations. For African reparations, we need to include that. So it's the international network of activists and scholars for African reparation.
Grassroots activists.
That's what the INASAR stand for. So these are the people that have been behind the movement for years, and now to come to these type of meeting, and then it seems to be digressed. Not that, like you said, we're not opposed to the Palestinians them demanding what they want, or the divestment. They want the university to divest from investing in the Israeli government and those who are
they want a research done into if the university has any ties with anybody who's investing in that. They're supposed to sever them ties.
Okay, no, I was in a round table when they already got research. They got research that the university is actually investing £50 million into companies that are supplying arms to the Israelis to attack, bomb the Palestinians.
I was talking about with the money,
right? And they wanted that to stop. I have no problem with that, but we're not gonna divert attention away from the essence of this meeting. You know what I'm saying? We can say we endorse that, but the bulk of this discussion should be about addressing the damage done to African people.
Do you feel that was not sufficiently attended to?
No, I don't think it wasn't sufficiently dealt with, and in terms of dealing with the impact that the Manganese have had on our people, having on our people right now on the ground in Africa, in the Caribbean, in Central and South America. When you look at the deplorable condition our people are living in, that was not addressed. They're still focusing around this high-level academia and scholarship and all this stuff, and nothing is done to alleviate the condition of the people on the ground.
Prophet Kwaku brought those issues firmly to the foreground of the meeting.
That's correct.
And I think going forward, the research that they're engaged in will be taken on the points that you made. I think you addressed the thing that you said wasn't there. Now, maybe it wouldn't have been there sufficiently if you hadn't been there, but you were there, and I think it was addressed through you two both, directly, specifically, on the microphone to the entire stage that responded to what you said, and I think your recommendations will be taken forward in the research. But I say that as somebody who's not part of it myself.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so.
What I feel so that is...
You're optimistic.
That's the way I say.
You're optimistic.
Now it's the time.
But you're correct. We did raise the issue,
Big time.
and we're hoping that they will take our recommendation.
You sharpen that focus.
Yes.
And I think that you sharpened it not just with noise, but with precision.
Yes.
And I think that precision merits taking forward. And I think all the people of good faith in that room, of which there were many, will be encouraged to take that forward.
Yes, sir.
So whoever's seeing this, the brethren them out do good work. Still.
Now, thank you, my people, for. So now that was a response from two of our colleagues that attended the conference. I call it the conference. It's actually a meeting, a review meeting, but we can call it a conference here at the University of Edinburgh. Right now we're at the Institute of Advanced Study. We've just been looking at the role of the University of Scotland, of Edinburgh, role in the enslavement of African people, and looking at the recommendation to how they can address it. And we recommend that they start at the bottom, not at the top. We don't think that they should start with just looking at scholarship for the university student, but also go scholarship for the elementary, the basic school level, and rebuild those infrastructures to get those students up to par in some kind of re-Africanization program. That's our recommendation. And thank you for watching us, people. This has been Clear Thinking with Brother Dulani, and more to come, my people. Respect, Hotep. Walk good.